We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
That looks pretty.
What?
I said that looks pretty.
That was a good idea, right?
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Oh.
Welcome. I'm slightly less sick than last time, but still not 100%. And it sounds like Nick either has allergies or has contracted the cold.
Allergies. Everything's fine. I'm not worried about it.
I mean,
I feel
hopefully
fine.
there'll be less
I
of
think it's the
me
trees.
coughing, so that'll be
Better be.
a positive, because that was pretty disgusting last week. I apologize to everyone who had to hear that.
So we got, you probably saw in our stories, we got leather delivered yesterday.
A lot of it.
So I finished cutting out the big Chloe, and that's what Leanne's currently working on.
Yes. So also, in case you didn't miss, or in case you missed it.
In case you didn't miss it.
In case you didn't miss it.
You already know this.
So this week you can pre-order the milled Big Chloe in all the colors, including red. However, we had run out of our milled red leather, which is what we were prototyping everything in.
Correct.
Which is a bummer because we wanted to have an image of the bag, obviously, up for you guys to see. So now we got the leather in, and we're rushing to get that done so that we can photograph it and get it on the website, so you can see that. And we'll probably, do a story. We'll post it on Instagram so you guys can see it. Of course, we'll add it to the website. So I'm hoping to get that done no later than tomorrow, like midday.
Yeah, we're pretty fast, so as soon as it's done, I'll photograph it and throw it up on the site. Yeah.
But it's exciting to get all that read in. And Nick spent the majority of yesterday cutting out mini Barrys and
Sally's and
Betty's.
And I think that's it.
He's got a lot more to do, guys.
Yeah, stacks of
it's
red
exciting.
milled piling up. It's very exciting.
It is. It's very exciting.
We'll see. So depending on how it goes, we might have a little tiny bit left over. So we'll see what that means. If it's enough to like make a bag or two, that's awesome. We might just do like a one-off and then. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys posted on that. So I am just working on making the big milled Chloe.
And so in case, just for clarity, so I have a separate milled section now on the website.
Right.
So you can sign up on the wait list there if you want. And then there's a pre-order section too, which has the Chloe, Betty, and Sally right now.
Oh, right, because you can still order the Betty in milled red and the Sally in milled red.
Those will go over to milled once they're done. And then you'll see the red Bridal appear on the pre-order section.
Right, because next, once we're done with this, which is next week, right? Monday?
Well, yeah, Sunday.
We will be doing red Bridal. So we did make a mini Barry in red Bridal and finished that up this morning. I've been following you guys for years. You two are so talented and your products are amazing. Thank you so much. That's so kind. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. So here is the mini Barry in red Bridal. Whoa. So you'll be able to pre-order this starting Monday.
If you haven't seen, it's roll top handles.
Our
forever
new,
and ever.
Yes. And you guys, of course, I'm sure noticed that like the milled collection is a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
And that is because we drop all the. No, I'm kidding. That's because the milled is all lined, so it's a lot more leather.
Oh yeah, so that the bridals are always unlined.
Bridal is always part of. Bridal is like the normal price because it's not lined.
It's a normal thing.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been talking about milled forever. We have to like change gears a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, love the red Bridal. Thank you.
So you can see that the leather is finished on the back side, as it always is.
Yeah, and it's dyed red as well. But it's just not lined with leather like the milled is. And just for clarity too, here is what the milled red looks like. So it gets it's that pebbly texture. It's also kind of already broken in and soft. And the Bridal is smooth in comparison, no pebbly texture. and definitely is a bit more stiff, and will break in with time.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
So that's that.
Yeah,
So
very nice.
starting Monday. Did we decide like the dates of everything?
I sure did.
Okay. I say we, but I know it's you.
So it's going to be different than milled. So it'll be at least 2 designs per week. So it's going to go kind of quick. So
Yeah, we took a long time with the milled,
Yeah.
and we honestly, part of that is that we need a lot of time to get it all done.
Yeah.
And then the bridal we're going to do faster. We're also including all designs in the red, right? There's nothing we
Yes.
decided. Okay.
So the first week will be mini Bowery and Bowery.
Right. So you'll be able to
Monday, which is Monday.
order both of those in bridal red on Monday. And so yeah, so the milled collection, like we didn't do like the Phoebe and Greta, those bags. So
Yeah, we selected the designs because we thought we wanted it all to make sense, and we felt like some of them didn't make as much sense in the milled.
right,
It's usually cross. Oh, I had it.
right in front of you.
What did I?
Uh-oh.
What?
What'd you do?
So I do have it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of red bridal designs to work through everything.
And that'll cover the entire collection.
And I'm hoping by Monday we'll definitely have the Bowery and mini Bowery posted, but I'm hoping just to have them all posted so you can sign up to be notified, make it easier.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot, guys.
I know. We're trying to keep it all together.
So much. going on.
This is last week's.
You're like a little note taker.
I know. I can't help it.
New design. Okay. Right? Did we cover it all?
Yep.
Okay. Next. Did you set the timer?
I'm using YouTube's timer
Okay.
because
As you guys know, we give you 30 minutes,
30 minutes.
because we've got so much to do. And otherwise, we will talk forever. Okay.
also if you have questions or anything, feel free to just pop in there and we'll answer them as we go.
Yes, please do. Okay, so you guys may remember I've been working on this bag for quite some time. And it's pretty much done. I just have to hand stitch the sides. But there were some things I wanted to work on. First of all, we wanted to change out the hardware. I really like this turn lock, but it's like very like yellowy gold and shiny, and I just felt like it didn't fit with like our natural brass that we do all of our hardware in. So I wasn't feeling totally sold on that.
We wanted to do like a physical closure for a while.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to figure that part out.
What that would look like, because typically our closures are magnets or zippers.
Rare earth magnets.
The other thing is I wanted to try making this bag in the bridal, like the regular bridal. I did this one like weirdly backwards, I think, because I was so into doing the bridal or the milled for a while that I decided to design this bag in milled, which I typically do the other way around. So that made it kind of extra confusing, to be honest. But just to kind of go over the design, it has, what's in there? Oh, jump rings. It's got this like accordion fold here.
And if you have ideas for naming this bag,
Oh yes,
let us know.
Please let us know. It has this accordion fold here so that you can reach some card pockets. And then it has this zipper pocket in the middle that's kind of like floating in the middle. Has D-rings for the crossbody strap and a nice big section back here. And I can just for reference, this is our bigger Sally wallet. And that like fits in there with plenty of space. So you have like a lot of room. It's a great little bag, and I'm super excited about it. It is a complicated bag, probably the most complicated bag I've ever made. I've never done this type of gusset before. That floating zipper pocket, it's really pretty, and I think it's a great bag to go from like day to night. But there were things I wanted to change, and I also, of course, want to try it in bridal. So we have, ta-da, this little guy. So I made it in our sienna bridal. I personally actually love it in the bridal. I think it looks beautiful. Again, I'm not fully done. I still have to hand stitch this gusset in place. But you can see we have a different closure. And I'm really, really, really happy with this closure. And I do think that's the one we're gonna go with. So it's gonna be kind of probably hard for me to do one-handed because typically you'd be wearing the bag and it's much easier, but if I do it down here, I guess. So basically what you do is you pull on it and it opens right up. You can see we decided to put the logo here. And there's like it's kind of like a male-female type of connection, how it works. And again, so this one is the bridal, so it's not lined. And the reason I also wanted to do that is because, like I said before, the milled collection is a lot more expensive because it's lined. It's like double the amount of leather. So this one will be a lot more affordable just because it won't be lined. So a couple different things I did with this. So new closure. I had made the...
I love it.
I had made the top of the lid, or the lid, a bit taller, a bit longer, because in this one it just wasn't lining up quite perfectly. You can kind of see that there. So I edited the pattern. I made it a little taller, and I did something I've never done before, which is I molded the lid. This is my favorite style of bag. Goodness. Oh, thank you so much. I'm in love with this bag, so I'm so glad to hear that you guys like it. So I made the lid. Now it like fits kind of pretty perfectly. I do think I may edit it back just a tiny bit. I think I made it just a tiny bit too big. But now also the handle is like lining up exactly where it should be pretty much. Oh yeah, it also has a little pocket in the back. And then the only other thing I need to change as far as the pattern goes is the pocket in here. Like somehow it got too long. You can see it's like kind of like, I don't know, it's not like taut in there, which it should be. So I think what happened is because we are hand skiving like the edges to get that to all work, it kind of stretches that leather out because the interior pocket is milled. Like this is actually milled. The lid is lined with milled, and then the pocket is milled. And we also changed it so that there's 3 card holders in here now instead of just the single one in the middle. So I just have to edit that pattern just so it's a little smaller and can, be really nice and taut in there because it worked really well in the milled one. And I think that's because I didn't have to skive it. I think skiving it kind of stretched that leather out a little bit and made it a little too big. So we'll fix that up. And otherwise, I think we're pretty much good to go on it.
I was really surprised, like, to see it in our regular English bridal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like this.
Me too. I'm like fully obsessed. This one's mine.
It always says that.
It is though, for real. I'm like so excited about this bag. And because we're so excited about it, we are planning to try to do some companion bags that will kind of make a mini collection within our collection.
Oh, which reminds me.
Oh, what?
The designs that are going away.
Oh, yes.
I didn't talk about that.
My question for Leanne, what size bag is your personal favorite for every day? What size is it and what do you put in it? That's a great question. So I tend to go between 3 bags right now, although this one's going to get into some hard rotation over here. But, excuse me.
Somebody asked if our hardware was from the Buckle Guy, and it is, but I do want to clarify that the closure is not. It's solid brass, but this closure is not. We were thinking of trying to get something custom made with some modifications. But anyway, yes. She's back.
Sorry about that. Just clearing the throat. What was I talking about? Oh, bags. So I use the...
Oh, bags.
Just generally. Oh, it's a problem. I use the Charlotte, which is like our sling bag that you wear kind of like on the front of your body. The mini Chloe and the mini Shelby. Those are my 3 bags that are typically in my rotation, which are kind of smaller bags. I'm not like someone who loves to have a big bag stuffed with a bunch of stuff in it. I'm definitely more minimal.
There's people that carry like, I'm going to call it like a slouchy bag, like a bigger bag
like a big
that has like everything they'll ever need in it.
Yeah.
That's not Leanne.
No, I tend to have, so I use our Betty wallet, which is our little wallet. So I have my wallet, phone, keys, sunglasses, chapstick.
Did you say sunglasses? Yeah.
I did.
That's it.
I don't know. There's probably some other random thing, and probably a ton of random receipts that are just shoved in there. Not on purpose. But yeah, I'm pretty minimal when it comes to what goes in my bag. I don't love to shove a bunch of stuff in there or like kids stuff in there or anything like that. Wes has got his own bag, so he is in charge of his own things. But yeah, so I'm definitely more minimal. But so when it comes to this bag, I'm thinking, so I do want to kind of hear what you guys think. So in comparing the two, it's such a little difference. Okay, go this way.
I don't think it comes across.
It probably doesn't even come across on the screen.
This one is like, was it like a 1/4 inch taller?
I think a little more than a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
But something around there, yeah.
A
Maybe
couple.
3/8.
You probably already explained this, but a couple of things you did differently were
Yeah.
the size of the actual panel is different, and then you molded the top,
Right.
which created, if you like squeeze this one a little bit, it kind of pops up like a little higher.
Yeah. Although with me holding it, it's kind of like pulling on it. It's actually probably making them pretty similar.
Well, no, because the pressure point's going to be on the closure.
Yeah, but if you put
Yeah.
it down, it like. Oops.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Maybe I can hold it from the bottom. You'd be able to tell better.
But anyway, and then you noticed yesterday that it kind of sits into the feet.
Yeah, in the middle.
So.
Love the longer lid in Sienna. Yay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I was thinking, because my whole idea behind, I'm sorry, YouTube. Good gravy. There you go. We have another camera with YouTube on.
Skiving can definitely stretch the leather. I've trimmed edges before after skiving to keep my pattern. That's a good way to look at it.
And I did that too, but I probably didn't do enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is why we
point.
keep talking about maybe getting a ball skiver, because it wouldn't stretch it out. Plus,
Listen,
I'm not great at
our
hand skiving.
machine list is growing.
It is growing. But all I want is the ball skiver.
I want the other ones, so.
But I'm the one making the bags. So.
But I'm the efficiency officer. I just made that up, obviously.
All right, efficiency officer. I'm going to come to you with some ideas. So anyways, the whole idea was to make it kind of like what you call a baguette style bag, which is typically like, if you think of a baguette, it's like squat and long.
Will it have a detachable shoulder strap?
Yes, it does have a detachable shoulder strap. I'll put it on so you guys can see what it looks like on. Bell skivers are extremely useful. Great machine. See?
Yes, there's I don't have to be sold on it. I want to also buy one.
Okay, good.
We just have to wait for the right time to do it.
So anyways, making the lid just a little bit taller, kind of, you lose a little bit of that like baguette-y vibe that you get from the milled one.
My favorite of the two is the Bridal. Yeah.
Yeah, right? That's exactly
It
what I
surprised me,
thought.
but I agree.
Because I like all of our bags as they are, but like when I made them in milled, I was like, ooh, these are beautiful. But for some reason, this bag in the Bridal just like hits different. It's like good. It's real good. So I'm with you guys. So I'm just wondering if you guys care that it's just a touch taller than this one. You can see it on YouTube, actually, I think a little bit better.
This person's saying that the bell skiver will still stretch it, but not as much.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, but also way easier and faster than hand skiving. That's really good, helpful info. Do you know which one we want again?
In my dreams, I own a bell skiver. I was honestly just going to stick with Cobras because we have a couple of machines.
And they have really great, what's it called?
What is it called? Customer service.
Customer service, that's it. So you can definitely see it on YouTube. They are the exact same width this way, but because the lid is just a little bit taller on the Bridal, it changes the vibe just a
I like the taller version.
I like the taller version. Okay.
How is everything? Sending lots of love.
Oh, thank you. We're good. Just getting over.
Way faster. I could not live without mine.
Yeah.
We feel that way every time we get a new tool. We're
It's
like,
true.
why did we do? Why did we wait?
I'm going to be like, why did we wait?
Well,
well, I know why, but I like the taller version. I like the taller too. Okay. All right.
There's the answer.
I think I don't need to edit the pattern.
It makes it easier.
Makes my life a lot easier, so thank you all.
Well, because we were talking about it for a long time yesterday,
Yes,
and
we were.
changing it this much changes every single piece on there.
Yes.
In a funny way.
Looking better, slightly taller. Okay.
All right.
I think that solidifies it because this is exactly what we were
It's
talking about.
It's still like.
Yeah. It's great.
This is why we talk to you guys, because like we live
in our little
own
bubble,
brains.
basement bubble. Looking better, slightly taller. Yeah. Awesome.
Cool.
Okay, guys. Oh, she also has feet on the bottom. Let me grab a crossbody strap so I can put it on so you guys can see what it looks like on. And we can maybe talk a little bit about the other two bags that we'll be friends with.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. So
You don't want to get people too excited. I don't know when.
well,
I don't even know when this one's coming out.
I know. We have so much going on.
I know.
There, crossbody strap.
That's why we're gonna be a little calmer next year. I'm already planning a calmer Q1 and Q2 for 2025. Yeah, I guess we will see about it.
So then all I have to do is really edit this pocket piece.
Yes.
Yay.
The taller makes the bag more elegant, less squatty.
All right.
Have you begun outsourcing any other parts besides straps? Last I asked about it, you guys seem to have, or happy with the quality and everything. Yeah, we still do the strap part, except for the milled ones, we're doing those.
Yeah, so he's saying that we still outsource. Our
Yes.
very good friend in the United States, who's another leather worker friend of ours, he makes our crossbody straps like this one for us. And we are going to be doing the milled ones, though, in-house, just because sewing machine.
Yeah. We haven't decided to do, like, I don't really know what else we could really outsource at this point. I mean, it would be like cutting, but I feel like I want to have control over the panels and what's cut.
I agree.
And not just because I'm like control, but like we have to make sure that the quality is there. It doesn't make sense to make a bag with crappy
I think
quality.
there's probably nothing else that we'd really outsource. I think before we would do anything like that, we would hire someone to work with us in our studio.
And train them.
And train them and, you know.
That's why it's tough. That's why we've been having like this future conversation for like many years and like what's the end goal. And it gets tough because like there's so many moving parts to it.
Yeah. So here she is with the crossbody strap on. I'm going to try YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm so short. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this.
No, they can't.
But here it is. I'm
Here's the top
so
part.
hard. I'm on my tippy toes.
There you go.
Here it is on. I'll do crossbody as well.
Come forward. It's
Mind
time to add a scabbing machine.
There she is on.
Ever attempted to put smaller sub pouches on the outside? Not usually. I think so. Like the satchel design is like a really normal design to have like pockets on the front. It's like I think it's like a very British thing to do.
Pockets on the front?
Yeah. At least that's how I think about it.
I can see that.
But we don't typically do that. We have like flat pockets, but not like ones with little gussets on them.
Yeah. So that's it with the crossbody.
We try to keep it as concise as we can. Why not make all straps yourself? So it just saves us time.
Yeah, we have gotten to a point where like it is difficult for us to keep up with orders.
Yeah, and we really trust the person helping us out.
Oh yeah.
And I mean the quality's been there the whole time. So
he's like our very good friend.
Yeah.
Who we talk to all of the time.
And that's not to say that couldn't be maintained in another way. Like, but we're not interested in like outsourcing.
Yeah, to like another country.
The whole point for us is to grow
factory.
and to grow our community.
Right. So like our plans going forward, for the most part, the conversation is always like, we would like to build a small team here, like literally in
And
our
we're not
town.
choosing the easy path, and
No, we're not.
makes it harder, obviously.
Yes, we are. So, yeah. Anyways, here she is, the crossbody strap. I think it looks great. It wears really easily too because this can rotate really nicely, like through that space there. But yeah. And so as far as the companion bags, I'm imagining doing a smaller version of it. That would be like a really, like a tiny crossbody. that would not have the accordion fold out and would not have the interior zipper pocket. It would just be like a one pocket sort of situation.
Right.
And then we've talked about doing a bigger one that would have shoulder straps that would be kind of more the scale of our big Bowery. So like something closer to like this size,
Yep.
but with shoulder straps that would go on it. And I'm not imagining, I don't imagine it would have like a little top handle like this. I'm imagining like, I don't know, I know it in my head, it's hard for me to explain it, but, and it would also of course still have like the option to put a crossbody strap on it. But yeah, so I'm kind of fleshing that out still.
Quality control really sets you apart. Yeah, and that's you know, when you're building your brand, you want to control the quality aspect 100%.
Yes.
And I think that's where people will outsource for the ease of it, and then accept lesser quality because, you know, the whole point of doing that is to kind of do it either a little bit cheaper or
Right.
to save yourself time,
Yeah.
or both. And when you start accepting lower quality, like that's the end. That's the beginning of the end of
Yeah,
what
and our
you're
whole
doing.
thing has always been to have the best quality we possibly could.
How far from hiring and training are you? I know there are hurdles for that, but it seems like it could happen soonish. Yeah, we kind of go back and forth on it.
It's so classy. Everyone who I've shown this bag to
And said it was classy.
specifically has said the word classy to describe it. It's very funny.
Could call it class. Never mind.
No.
No joke. There should have been a joke there. But yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know how close exactly we are to that. I think there's like a little bit of a leap of faith we have to make to do that. Does this new bag have a name yet? No.
No.
So if you have ideas, we're all open to it.
Yes, please DM us with name ideas. Margot bag. We had a bag that was
We
a
did.
Margot bag. She no longer is part of our collection, but I fully get why you'd want to name this bag Margot.
Is it really worth doing in-house work? It is to us, yeah.
Quality control, 100%.
I think there's a lot of reasons.
Appreciate Handmade in the USA. Thank you.
That's one of them.
That is one of them, and that's the other part of it is that the reason we choose the leather we get, it's from our home state.
Yeah.
It's vegetable tan, so right there is cutting down our carbon footprint. So just working overseas is such a huge carbon footprint. I would not feel super comfortable doing that personally. And that's just like our personal, where we've started, how we've always kind of felt about things, is try to keep it as close as we physically can.
If you take the path that everybody else takes, you're only competing on the price of your goods at that point, because everybody can go do
design,
that.
Yeah.
And to do things in house, we design very differently that way.
Yes.
We don't design to get things the fastest way through a sewing machine, or for like the highest margin.
Right. And even just the idea of like starting our own small team to help us produce.
Yeah.
Even that is like part of our kind of like how we got started. I used to work in textiles. I trained people on how to be a designer and that sort of thing. I love teaching. That's like I would love the opportunity to get to pass my skills and knowledge onto other people in a small team, which is another part we talk about. Like if we had a space outside of here, we would have monthly classes.
It feels much more tangible to be adding more to your community and to
our reason for being is not just to make bags. Our reason for being is we love to share what we do. We love to share why we do what we do, how we do it. We love to be able to share that knowledge. It's why we did our Domestica course. It's why we have some patterns for sale on our website. And we'd honestly love to have more patterns for sale on our website, but it's difficult for me to find the time to do that. But yeah, we're not just here to like make a bag and make a quick buck and like, yeah, there's more to what we're doing.
You're willing Nothing to share where you get the solid brass closures that aren't Bulka Guy. Hate it when my hardware doesn't match and I use all Bulka Guy. These are, they look a little tiny bit different, but they're still solid brass.
Yeah.
They are, these are from Rocky Mountain.
No.
No?
I thought it was District.
Or District Leather. I have to look it up. It's one of those.
One of those two.
So yeah.
Oops.
I was wondering how you end your threads when you're finished in the sewing machine. That's a great question.
Yep. So I will back tack, and then I hand, like once I cut it off the machine, I hand thread the loose end of one of the threads, and I pull it through with a needle, and then I'll cut it and burn it. And we actually just got a fun new tool today. Oh, we're already at 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. We got a fun new tool today. We've tried thread burners in the past, and they don't seem to last very long. And they're super annoying because they constantly quit on me. So we got a new one that we're going to try. We'll maybe talk about that next week if it works well.
Do you do options with the handle length? So for this one, probably not. It'll just be this.
Not the top handle, but
this is adjustable.
Crossbody strap is adjustable, and if you ever need to have a longer crossbody strap, you can we'll always adjust. So if you need it smaller, or did we just freeze? You put like a filter on or something.
Oh God, what did I do? How did I do
know, but I'm real smooth right now.
How did I do that? That's not what I want.
There you go.
Sorry.
Back to.
Just touching all these buttons. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, if you ever need a longer crossbody strap,
good choice.
We can always adjust that. That's not a problem. Our top handles are typically just the length that they are.
I love hearing you speak on how you are approaching the brand will become a legacy brand with time.
That's
our
hope.
Goal, right?
That's the hope.
I'm logging off, but have a wonderful day. P.S. The
Thank you.
hairstyle looks great.
What is it?
The hairstyle looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think, it's up to, if you want to create a brand, you have to differentiate yourself. And this is one that we feel really good about, and that's why we're kind of doing it this way. Teach it class 26 class. I know. We've gotten that one a bunch. Keep doing what you're doing. So inspiring and genuine. How big is your close community? Is it in Philly more? I mean, when I talk about our community now, we're in our town.
Yeah.
I mean, Philly is obviously not far from us.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah, our hope would be to have a space like
Clarice.
in our town.
Can't name a bag Clarice. I'm sorry, Sally.
No, not into that one. I love you, Bob.
Making bag bucks. Wow, we were way behind. I guess I
love your bags.
like your bags. Filter enhanced your beauty. Accidental beauty enhancement. How is shipping done in house?
Nick
I'm
packs
shipping
them up and takes them to the post office.
Yeah, or if it's like a ton, I'll have them come get them.
Come get it, yeah.
But yeah, package everything up.
Yep. Shipping and packaging is right over there.
Yeah. Shipping and receiving is over there.
Yeah.
And then walk out into the car.
And we're very good friends with our post office people. They know us very well. Like, oh, here they come again.
Yeah, I try to just do things as they come so that it's not,
like,
nothing gets overwhelming.
As overwhelming as it can get, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one place that people do outsource quickly if you have the volume for it. You do like a third-party shipper.
Yeah.
So that's kind of.
It's also increasing your carbon footprint, though.
And
because you're sending it off to the shipper.
Takes a percentage of what you can do to put back into the business.
Yeah.
So the whole time we've been doing this, we've been trying to put as much back into our business as possible.
Right.
Which is another aspect of growing.
What's that say? Badge?
Oh. Bought a badge for my coffee fund.
Oh, that's
That's
very
funny.
nice.
I just switched beans because that's really funny.
Switched beans.
Yeah,
Something about
coffee.
that.
Switched
I know what it means, but it just sounds really funny.
I just switched my beans.
Switching up my beans.
Thank you. That's
he asked me
good
if I
timing.
could taste the difference, and I'm like, I am so sick. I'm not sure I can taste anything.
Your domestic course is very cool. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of positive feedback about it and how people appreciate our teaching style, which is great to hear.
It's
Because
very awesome.
while we're filming it, we're just like, I hope this makes
is
sense to
resonating.
people.
Yeah.
And it's not weird.
Yeah, I hope it makes sense. Actually, that's probably the number one thing.
How do I adjust my stitch length on the Cobra?
Oh.
There's a dial to your right. This is your stitch length.
Yeah, with the numbers
Dial.
on it. Do very small increments.
Yes.
Like, very small. To see how it changes it.
So whatever it's set at now.
Yeah, like 1 is the smallest.
Yeah.
Ours is set at what? 2-ish?
Well, they're different because remember when I match I had to match the two Cobras
because we have 2 of that same machine.
They are on slightly different dial settings. I don't know why, but I measured them and that's how it is.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
All right. I think if you have any other questions. Oh.
Wait,
so after
I was going to say, I know we like put this here for a reason, right?
Yeah. So there's a bunch. We have 1, 2, 4 or 5 pre-love bags that we're going to post right after we're done the stream.
Yes.
We have 1 prototype, or 2 prototypes, and then three returns that we're not going to sell for full price.
Yep. So just so you guys know, those are going to go on the website later today.
Or exchanges, actually.
Right, later today?
Yeah, when I'm done. I have them ready. I just have to
Publish them, okay.
And publish it. I think that's it.
Okay. Do you guys have any other questions or thoughts, anything else before we get going? Because I got a lot of mill to work on.
Yeah.
Beep, beep. Was there anything else?
So red bridal, regular, coming out Monday.
Yep. Yeah, just to like.
Here's a blue one, just for fun.
That's nothing to do with anything. It's just we finished one, so there it is. You can order the milled Chloe, the big Chloe, right now, in all the colors, including red. I'm working on making one right now so that we can get a photo up there as soon as possible. We'll make sure to post it on here as well, so you guys can see it.
New design. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Someone just squeezed it out of her brain.
Sorry.
One week.
It was like we did learn in doing that I should always design everything in bridal first.
Yes, a lot of learning.
Yeah, I learned a lot with this bag.
It just makes sense.
It's okay.
Because it would be slightly larger in bridal anyway. Mm-hmm. And chances are, if you applied that pattern to that, it would have been slightly different anyway.
Yep. Yep.
So,
that's true.
Anyhow. Order the red milled wallet. Can't wait. Ooh, we have so many of those to do.
Yes, we do. I'm actually looking forward to them because I feel like they will be a lovely little break from all of the bigger bags.
She goes on autopilot and just makes betties.
I love making betties. They're very fun to do.
Do you make your own packaging? We get packaging made. I don't physically make them.
That would be interesting.
But we do have different box sizes we try to match the box size to the bag as closely as possible.
Yes.
And over time, I slowly have been shrinking them so that because like the
so
designs
it doesn't
change.
and then also so things don't
Keep them
shift and
safe.
get messed up in the mail. Excuse me.
All that jazz.
Only 2 coughs this
I think
time.
they're made in Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yeah, I think you're right.
Or Ohio. I think they might have opened up another place.
There's somewhere. I thought it was Tennessee for a while, so.
It might be one of those. All right. We'll see you next week. Thanks for being here.
Yep.
I probably forgot to talk about something.
Yep.
But it's gone. It's gone.
All right, guys. We'll check you next week. Bye.